Hi, I'm Dr. Barry Gribbons, president of Los Angeles Valley College. Technology has been an important part of higher education for decades, and it does seem to rapidly evolve as the years go by. It is important to us on multiple levels, and certainly it's important in what we teach and the content of what we teach. In most disciplines, we include technology in one way or another, even in psychology with statistics, the arts, and accounting. Just about every discipline will have technology play an important role in terms of the content, but also in how we teach. Certainly during the pandemic, we have changed how we teach radically, ensuring that students have options in taking classes in person, online, and through hybrid formats. And especially in online and hybrid formats, technology's played an important role to help engage students and ensure that they're progressing through their degree programs. Technology also has been an important resource. There's some programs that have been controversial, like ChatGPT, and a lot of folks have been worried about how students will use it and will it undermine the learning process. And certainly that is an important factor for our faculties to keep an eye on. ChatGPT also, though, can be a great resource for faculty and teaching. Perhaps having students analyze work that's been created by ChatGPT and seeing how it can be improved. Even in in-person classes, technology is critical and is rapidly changing. The old ideas of faculty just using a chalkboard to deliver information are long gone. Increasingly, every course that students take is going to rely on students being able to access information through technology quickly so that they can get the information that they need to help them as they progress through individual courses as well as the overall program. There are misuses of technology that we have to keep an eye on. For example, students just copying works that are available on the internet and turning it in as their own to meet course assignments, or using technology to commit financial aid fraud. We have a lot of resources that we use to help deter that. Our faculty use programs like turnitin.com so that they can have students submit their works electronically, put it through these different software packages, and help make sure that it's the student's own original work and that they're not copying works that are available online. And then for combating financial aid fraud and other misuses of technology, we have other mechanisms to authenticating students and making sure that they are genuinely in need of the different resources that are being made available to them.
I've been working in the movie industry for over 25 years, and I've definitely watched technology change my company. I work in post-production, so we work on the behind the scenes of movies. And from the beginning, the movie industry has definitely been in the forefront of technology-driven programs and technology. And starting from when I first started, we were working with tape-to-tape and analog, and now we've moved into digital, which has now gone into AI, artificial intelligence. And we've definitely seen a big difference with the technology and how it's helped our industry and my company specifically. We're able to do motion picture editing and motion picture visual effects by using AI, where it will do a lot of the work for us by typing in prompts and just basically giving it the information that we want it to do, and then it gives us a few options and then we can work from there. So it's constantly learning and it's building every day. What we learn today, the next day, the AI has already learned from the prior day with all the information that's been going into it. And now what we're doing is we're working remote with a lot of employees and a lot of visual effects artists and movie industry artists, and they're able to work remote digitally and using the technology by logging into our office from being remote and working on high-end motion picture assets and creative work from remote using the technology. Not only are they able to be creative at home, but I definitely see a efficiency and an improvement on the work ethics that are happening because of technology. I'm seeing a lot more work being done quicker because of the technology and the tools that they're able to use. We're getting a lot better productivity and more work done in less time. So at the end of the day, we are seeing an improvement on our bottom line for financial reasons. We're getting more out of our artists in a quicker amount of time. There's definitely negatives to the technology, is that it does speed things up. So it means there might be less employees that are going to be working on the project because we're able to get more done. But at the same time, this happens to be an industry that wants perfection and wants to push the envelope with technology and with creative. So what that ends up meaning is we just end up doing more. So we still have the same amount of people, but we're just doing more. And it's a great tool. Technology is a great tool because there's so many different avenues of assets that you can use and tools that you can use that just help you get there. And AI has become a big part of that, especially in the movie industry. Visual effects are using that. We're able to do set extensions and image enhancement, color correction, all using AI. We're even using AI right now for editing. It goes in and finds all of our clips and can assemble it for us and kind of show us like, hey, this is what it might look like, and then we can go in and perfect it. What I'm finding is that AI is probably about 30% to 40% of final product. So we still have to do 60% to 70% of the work to fine tune it. As the future goes, we're definitely going to see that percentage go up. But right now it's a good tool, it's a good base to get started with, and then we can work from there.
My name is Dr. Barry Leonard. I'm the owner of the Dr. Barry Leonard Associates optometry practice and the clinical director of the California Keratoconus Center. And I want to take a few minutes today and talk a little bit about how technology has changed the field of optometry and my treatment of patients, and especially keratoconus, and what we're able to do today. And when I look back at what I did the last 30 years till today, and fast forward, it's just amazing what we can do. In the past, we look back, things were a lot done more by hand. And there was a lot of art to what we did and a little bit of science. And now with technology, it's a lot more science and then my art. And the equipment has enabled us, the technology in this equipment has enabled us to treat people better, get better results, and in a more efficient manner. For instance, we now can make 3D models of the eye. I can actually create a 3D model of the eye to evaluate what's going on. I can now take technology and through a very small aperture look into the whole back of the eye and see blood vessels, see individual cells of the retina, of the vasculature, and which is a direct connection to the brain. So these things which were not possible in the past now are. So I look at this technology and in what fields of what I do where it's enabled me to go better. And even in our optical lab, we now have equipment that can scan a frame and make a lens match perfectly to the optics of the eye much better than we did by hand. I can now, when I design contact lenses, which now are custom-made devices in many cases for what I do at the California Keratoconus Center, we're able to create such a high-tech lens that even a few years ago was not possible. And so this gives us better physiology, better vision to people from all around the world. And probably most importantly is when we think about eye health. When we look into the retina, the back of the eye, we can now see much more when we start thinking about, well, are we looking for diabetes and glaucoma and cataracts? We can now diagnose it sooner, and then we can follow the treatment course much closer, much longer. And technology, it'd be hard to work without it.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Bruce Waterman. I am the Mailbox Wizard. And you used to go to the store for an occasion to buy a birthday card, a holiday card, any kind of card to celebrate someone in some way, shape, or form. And that took time. And also, it's expensive to buy those cards these days. And then you had to go to the store, buy the card, and hope that you find one that you like. One that has the right design, it says what you want it to say, and it just feels like the right thing. You're lucky if you do, but sometimes most likely you don't. So you come home and try to figure out what to do by maybe handwriting a note to someone by hand. And then maybe a gift. You have to go to the store and find the right gift and find someone the right thing for that person or that occasion, and have to come home, write the card out, address it, put the gift in a box, and put it all and take it to the post office and mail it off. That was the old way of doing things. Well, technology has now changed all of that, compresses the inefficiency of sending a greeting card and gift by going online to an online platform and be able to choose from many different pre-designed greeting cards and gifts, or even create your own if nothing you see there suits your purpose or is to your liking. Well, there's now a customer relationship program, customer relationship program called a CRM. And this is a platform that integrates all the different ways a business or an individual can communicate using text message marketing, email marketing, AI, funnels, websites, landing pages, be able to collect data from people. There's all kinds of ways to interact and market your business, or just find a way to better integrate yourself into your network. So this is a platform that I think, and technology that I think, is changing the way business is being done and the way people are living their lives to interact and build the relationships, nurture the relationships, so that it can generate more business or referrals, or just build a relationship and bring people closer together. When, especially after the few years of COVID recently, people have been isolated and alone, to receive a specialized, personalized gift and card in the mail made them feel special, connected, and it was able to respond to you, thanking you for that, what they received.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Martin, and I'm the Chief Nursing Officer here at Kaiser Permanente Panorama City Medical Center. And technology has actually changed our healthcare field in many different ways. One of the ways that I can think of first to talk about is our telehealth and telemedicine opportunities that we have now. We have access to specialists all over Southern California to be able to make assessments of our patients and give expert medical recommendations, diagnosis, and directions in just a moment's time. By being able to connect with them, they can see the patient, interact with them, discuss their assessment with the healthcare team as well, and we're able to follow up those directions to give excellent care in the moment as it's needed. Another way that we're able to use our technology is through our apps, and that facilitates communication, a way for our patients to be able to stay connected to their care team and communicate with them at times that are convenient and works for them, to be able to direct the care in the way that they want. One example of our telehealth technology that we use here in our emergency department is our telestroke access device. So when we have a patient who's suspected of a stroke, we're able to turn this on and connect directly to a neurologist who's able to do an assessment right then on the patient. They can see the patient with their camera, the nurse assists with assessment of their motor functions and abilities, and then the neurologist is able to speak with the emergency room physician still while connected to this, and give their recommendations and the next steps that need to be taken for the patient right then. This cuts down on any waiting for specialists to come from home and things like that, so that patients get timely care, so that we can make sure they have the best outcomes. In addition, we also have our remote patient monitoring and our hospital at home, where we can have patients who need monitoring and care, and they can do this in the comfort and convenience of their home. And this information, with the connected devices for blood pressure, glucose and different monitoring devices such as those will upload directly into their medical record and their electronic medical record for their physicians to be able to see in real time and get alerts when things are outside of ranges, and patients can be able to be monitored and told if something's going on that they need to come in or get more elevated treatment for what is going on. So this remote patient monitoring is a great example of how Kaiser Permanente is using technology to help our patients be able to receive care in the way that they want it, and with their family and care and closest caregivers around them. Kaiser Permanente is really dedicated to making sure our patients have the best experience possible, and they're empowered to be able to drive and guide that experience. We do this by implementing the latest technology, having world-class physicians and care team participants who are all dedicated to making sure our patients get the best care we can provide.